Before I proceed to the list of endangered bird species in the Philippines, I take pause for a while to discuss this 10 critically endangered trees in the Philippines. Maybe people forgot due to hectic schedule or busy looking for something that they can provide to their families. Maybe they forgot that trees are very important to us. Birds, the trees provide shelter for the birds. They provide nesting areas for the birds. So they create symbiotic relationship. For us humans, carbon was consumed or converted by trees through photosynthesis, and trees emits oxygen for us humans to survive. Maybe we forgot that. In my discussion, I would like to discuss to you the 10 critically endangered species of trees in the Philippines.
Hello, good morning. Today we are discussing the 10 critically endangered trees in the Philippines. So here is number one. My number one list is the Nara tree, Pterocarpus indicus, commonly known as Amboy na wood, Malay Padaok, Papua New Guinea rosewood, Philippine mahogany, Andaman redwood, Burmese rosewood, Nara, and Asana in the Philippines. Ang sana or Pasyo Padaok is a species of Pterocarpus native to Southeastern Asia, Northern Australasia, and Western Pacific Ocean islands. In Cambodia, southernmost China, East Timor, Indonesia, Malaysia, Papua New Guinea, and the Philippines. The Ryukyu Islands, the Solomon Islands, Thailand, and Vietnam have also like this. Pterocarpus indicus was one of the two species of other being in Synthardia polytachia, used a source of 16th to 18th century traditional diuretic as a lignum nephriticum. Diuretic, it helps you pee. So medical uses of the Nara tree: burn unwanted fats, wash away toxins, relieve pain and menstrual disorders, relieve pains and shrink anal mass. In the Philippines, anal mass, maybe that was almoranas, called almoranas. Relieve joint pains, relieve away airway congestion, open clog vessel. So this is the leaves and the flower of the Nara tree. So before proceeding to our number two, I would like to show you something personal activity of mine. I was before when I was a young Carabao, I also exploring the mountains regions of my islands. In doing that, I saw many tree species and for many tree species, and I experience them on hand. I see them on hand, I touch them on hand, and I have a hobby before that when I climb my mountains, I took pictures of the some flowers that I did not know. So these are the samples of the flowers. By the way, guys, this is me when I was a young Carabao. This picture was taken around maybe 1990 or 1992. In somewhere in Bukidnon during the exploration of Mount Kilakron. Flowers, and this is me before. So once again, I have a little knowledge, I have a little on-hand experience regarding the trees and that can be found in the Philippines. So let's proceed to our number two in our list. It's the Kamagong tree, Diospyros discolor. The Kamagong tree is a fruit-bearing tree. The fruit of the kamagong is called the mabolo, commonly known as the velvet apple, velvet persimmon, kamagong, or mabolo tree. It is a tree of a genus Diospyros of ebony trees and persimmons. It's edible. It tastes like persimmon. It tastes like peach. Fruit has skin covered in a fine velvety fur, which is usually reddish brown and soft, creamy pink flesh, and tastes with aroma, comparable to a peach, and it is indigenous to the Philippines. Where kamagong usually refers to as an entire tree, the mabolo or talyang is applied to the fruit. Maybe this mabolo fruit in our language is bauno. Maybe this is the same with bauno. I've tasted this one. I am blessed because I tasted this one before. Nowadays it's very hard to find fruit like this. Because my father is a soldier and every time he comes from his AOA, the area of assignment, that's AOR today, he bring these kinds of fruits to us. Kamagong timber is extremely dense and hard. It is famous for its dark color. Like many other very hard wood, it is sometimes called the iron wood because its wood is iron-like and nearly indestructible. It's very hard. I have also here the iron word of the Philippines later in this part. So this is the fruit of the kamagong, the mabolo. Finished product from kamagong wood such as fine furniture and decoratives can be exported provided that they are properly documented and approved by the customs authorities. Kamagong is also popular for martial arts training implemented such as bokens. Before, when I was practicing my art of becoming a ninja, we use bokens. Bokens is a wooden samurai sword. It used as a boken and it used as a eskrima. So this is the wood. This is the eskrima. The eskrima is the art of stick fighting. I think this is the national sport in the Philippines. It is endangered tree species and protected by the Philippine law. It is illegal to export kamagong timber from the country without a special permission from the Bureau of Forestry and the Department of Environment and Natural Resources. So our list number 3 is the Philippine teak, Tectona philippinensis. This one, I did not see this one in personal. It is endemic to the Philippines. It is critically endangered due to logging for its valuable timber. By the way, guys, all of these trees I'm discussing right now to you are hardwoods. And all of this one are endangered. No, Philippine is a tropical country and becoming no trees. Imagine that, a tropical country without trees. So this, it's the flower. And the number 4 in our list, not yet number 4. And last year, February of 2019, it all started with the free seeds we received from the Horti Fair in Quezon Memorial Circle. The seeds came from the members of the Philippine Native Trees Enthusiasts, and they had tips on how to treat each seed type. A seed before planting it. It was fun, followed by different germination treatment, instruction to each type. A seed of very rewarding to see the seeds grow. Excuse. So the 100 seeds given to thanks to these people, Sylvia and her husband Tonji, they are converting their farmland into a wildlife sanctuary. So, Ma'am Sylvia, thank you very much for your works and to Sir Tonji. The two birders creating a wilderness. The number 4 in our list is the Almaciga, Agathis philippinensis. This Almaciga is very. I always see this one when I was climbing before in the mountains. By the way, guys, Almaciga tree. That's what's called Almaciga because the tree will burn. Even though it is wet, the bark is wet, it will burn because of the components. In Tagalog, the Almaciga or the Duyungon, it is a species of large agatis tree native to the Philippines, Sulawesi, Halmahera. When it occurs to the upland tropical rainforest around 450 to 2,200 meters altitude, that's above sea level, rarely as low as 200 meters in northern Luzon. So agathis is a very ancient family of conferous trees. Conferous means cone type trees like pine trees. A group achieved of maximum diversity in the Jurassic and Cretaceous periods. So this is a very old species of trees. When it was distributed almost worldwide at the end of the Cretaceous when the non-avian dinosaurs become extinct, so did of the Acuracidae in the northern hemisphere. So it goes down to the tropical countries. Almaciga is a price for its raisins that flows out from the bark when it's cut, known as the Manila copal. The raisins is used for making varnishes, lacquers, soap, paints, printing inks, linoleum, shoe polish, floor wax, plastic, waterproofing materials, and other products. They deep tap or overtapping or frequently chipping causing an extensive wound of the trees. That is the cause why the trees are dying. So look, even a person, if you skin a person, he will die. How much more a tree? So look, this is a very good picture of a skinned tree. Removing its bark to get the sap out of it. Another picture. So imagine this one, a tree will not survive. They are killing slowly by slowly. So the next in our list is the acne, Albizea acne. This one I maybe I saw this one but I don't know that was the name before of this tree. This species of flowering plant in the Fabaceae family, it's commonly known as acne or East Indian walnut. Is a medium-sized tree grown for its strong wood used mainly in construction of houses and furnitures. People nowadays are only cutting, not planting. It's a deciduous tree with a flattish crown growing up to 25 meters old. Deciduous means the leaves will fall once a year and it will go back again. Another example for this tree is a lanzones tree. That lanzones is what's this? I forgot the name of that fruit. I have plant. I have a plant of that like I have a plant. I have a tree like that before. Seriguelas tree. I forgot the seriguelas tree. It's a kind of fruit in the Philippines. The tree is harvested from the wild for its high quality wood. So as I've said, these types of trees are hardwoods. This species has a symbiotic relationship with certain soil bacteria. These bacteria from nodules on the roots fix atmospheric nitrogen. Some of this not utilized by the growing plant, but some can also be used on other plants growing nearby. The next in our list is the number 6 is the Mangkono. This is the ironwood in the Philippines, my friend. Santos Timon verdugonianus. This is the ironwood, the Mangkono tree. We have saying in the Philippines that you are very hard-headed. Gahi pas magkuno. Hmm. It's a Philippine endemic tree found in the Mangkono Triangle that includes Palawan, Samar, Dinagat Island, and now seen in the Surigao Sur and the Agusan del Sur. To cut the tree, it requires at least 4 days using a diamond point or diamond tip saw because of its hardness and the high quality. By the way, guys, if you are not familiar with the diamond tip saw, here in the construction in our construction site, we are using that kind of tip to bore a whole block of concrete. And imagine this tree, it will take 4 days to penetrate. Imagine how hard these tree are. Here, we use that one to cut blocks, to cut stones. What else? I don't, metals, no. We use acetylene here. We're cutting metals. Mangkono has a maximum recorded diameter of around 3.8 and a maximum recorded height of 33 feet, that is 10 meter. However, most of the trees rarely exceed 1.6 feet in diameter. The trunk of this is usually high, irregular, and frequently branching, and the bark is slate white in color and has peeling appearance. The sapwood is usually pale reddish in color, while the heart of the heartwood is deep red brown. When I was working before and assigned to the Surigao area, I usually see these trees along the roads. When I was passing in the Nobenta. Nobenta is the mountain pass going to Kadkadmadkarlan. Kadkadmadkarlan is a name derived from the towns. The next in our list, number 7, is the tugas of the Mulavi tree, Vitex parviflora. Also known as a small flower cheese tree or the Mulavi tree. It is threatened by habitat loss. The name Mulavi came from the Spanish derived mulawin. It is also known as tugas in Visayan language, in my language. It yields one or two woods in the same genus called Mulavi wood, the others being Vitex cophasus. It is valued in the Philippines for its dense, durable wood and was once used extensively in furniture, boats, utensils, and other construction materials. However, due to the overharvesting and habitat loss, it is classified now in endangered by the DNR, the Department of Natural Resources. Our number 8 in our list is the Yakal tree, the Shorea astilosa. It is endemic also to the Philippines, which is known as Yakal in Filipino language. Yakal is the medium to large tree, about 25 to 30 meters tall. Its wood is hard and the bark is brownish yellow. Branchlets are rather slender, blackish, and slightly hairy. Location of Yakal is commonly found in Luzon, particularly in Quezon, Camarines, Samar, Negros, and Mindanao. By the way, guys, for those who doesn't know, I'm from Mindanao. Particularly in Zamboanga, Agusan, and Davao. It can be also found in primary forest and low altitude. Yakal is used for high-grade construction, bridges, wharves, mine timbers, and other installations requiring high strength and durability. They used this before also in mining. They mentioned here in mining. The number 9 in our list is the Guijo tree, the Shorea giso. By the way, guys, if you have some research on this one regarding you cannot find Guijo tree in the Wikipedia, but if you type the scientific name, it will pop. So this is the Guijo tree, a large Philippine timber tree having a strong, heavy hardwood with a striking figure and moderate fine texture. Reaching a height to 50 to 60 meters with a trunk diameter and about 175 centimeters. With a dark colored branchlet, tree has strongly buttressed hole. For lower portion of the trunks, leaves are alternate, simple, entire, ovate, oblong, around 8 to 10 centimeters, 3 to 5 centimeters wide, with a surrounding base and tapering tip. The number 10 if on our list, I saw this one also. I have also a picture of this tree. This is the tuog tree, Petersianthus quadrilatus. This is the 300-year-old tuog tree. I have a picture this one. I have a picture of this tree before. We are 10 people trying to embrace the tree, and the 10 people is not enough embracing the bottom of the tree. It is called the tuog and or the Philippine rosewood, an emergent tropical rainforest tree. In the Visayas region called Kapulan, in the Samar Leyte areas, Magtalisay, it is indigenous tree species in southeast eastern Philippines, and one of the largest tree species in the Philippine Islands. Imagine that size of the tree. This tree located along the Maharlika Highway in Barangay Alegria, San Francisco town of Agusan del Sur province. But sad to know, this was cut off because the DNR, they said, I don't know what is the DNR said that the bottom of the tree is rotting. And they get also the opinions of the experts regarding this tree. They try to fix this one, but sad to say, it cannot be fixed anymore. So they decided to cut this tree down because it's very dangerous, because this tree located at the national highway, near the national highway. They cut this tree down. Nowadays, the tree was does not exist anymore in this area. So these are my the tuog tree is not included in the Philippine list of critically endangered trees. I only included this one because this tree I have personal experience for this tree. These are my 10 critically endangered list tree in the Philippines as of today. Once again, imagine our country is a tropical country without a tree. And I have a saying before I end my blog. I have a saying from an old Indian creed. Only when the last tree has died and the last river has been poisoned and the last fish has been caught, then we realize that we cannot eat money. So, thank you. This is my list of 10 critically endangered trees in the Philippines. Daghang salamat.
So thank you very much for watching my vlog. Don't forget to like, make comments, subscribe so we can make lots and lots of videos in the future. Shukran.